Hey, Spiritual Squad. First, if you are a new subscriber, we thank you for joining the squad, and I appreciate everything you do. And if you are an existing, once again, I appreciate the support and grateful for that. Just a reminder, I am an advisor, a spiritual advisor. I'm here to assist you. So if you have a need an appointment, you can do that. I have products. You can always go look at the notes down below. You can join. You can set an appointment. I have different things, various things. So I want to get that out the way first. But I definitely want you to all sign up and subscribe and pass it to other people, because this is a great information and it's useful, and I really want everybody to get it. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up. So I really ask you to share with other people, like and subscribe, of course. So it's time for another chapter of In the Moment. This moment is about the heat. It's hot right now. So right now in this season, it's the heat. And for those that may or may not know about seasons, so what I mean by that, there are various vibes that emanate during different seasons. And we know there's 4 seasons, and there's also 4 elements. So in this particular one, this is the element of the heat, and that is hot, and that can be interchangeable from the yellow and the color yellow and the color red, depending on how you look at things. But for the sake of this here, the sun represents the heat. And so vibrational wise, it's really heated up. Now, to keep a couple of things in mind, even though the sun is beautiful, we love it, it's attraction, there is a vibe between good and bad. And good and bad has a season as well. So if you didn't know that, even though the sun is beautiful, it's great, the heat is great for those that enjoy it, but also keep in mind, it's also the season for the bad. So that's where we see these wars, we see the fires, we see things that are spiced it up, things have very short attention spans, and things where their buttons get pushed really easy, and that's because this is the negativity's time. So what that means is a lot of times you'll have things going on, fights, every little thing sets you off, and you got to be intentional about that. And you got to find the balance about that heat. So, and that heat requires a balance of the element, kind of sourcing it down a little bit, cool it down. So I say that to you, is the first thing is obviously is you want to breathe a little more, take it easy, not let everything bother you. Be really intentional about how you show up. And even though you may go to places and you realize people may get into arguments, discrepancies, you know it's time for that war. So you have to catch yourself and realize, okay, let me not participate, let me back up. Richard told me that it was the season for fights and negativity. So if you look for a fight, there's going to be one. So you have to catch yourself and not easily drawn into those kind of vibes. And at the same time, you got to keep things cooler. How do we keep cooler? We got to kind of neutralize it, which means you want to introduce water. You want to be drinking water. You want to make sure you have water around you, kind of keeping coolness, and you want to strike a balance. So even though the heat is good and it's good for us, think about it from another standpoint. You want to cleanse yourself, refresh yourself, and you want to kind of keep the flames and the fire kind of doused down. But at the same time, if you're trying to get things going, illuminate, you have to be intentional about making sure you do it in a good time. And what I mean in a good time, that means just make sure if you're going to choose something with fire in this case, let it be with a good intention. And if you're going to do things that have to do with fire, be mindful of that, because it could be really in your favor or it could not be in your favor. So you have to be conscious about how you do it. So that with candles, same thing with candles. You got to make sure if it's candle, because it's fire, you got to neutralize it. That coolness of water, make sure your candles are in water. Make sure the presence of water, make sure you're drinking water, and keep that vibe down. I would say to you too, if you're around people and they're just like fighting, best thing to do is the mist, the water mist, cologne mist, all those things. You want to kind of neutralize it. So if you see you at work, you see people getting in fights, you see they getting disagreements, catch yourself being actively helpful. Actively helpful means then coming with your sprays. So I have different sprays too that's good for that, taking away negativity, wiping that down, clear yourself, So it's really important around that. So again, the summertime is great. It feels good. Get out there and get some sun in a good way, but it's in the favor of negativity. You may be in a good space, feel good, but other people may be heated up. So you have to catch that you don't find yourselves in these wars, these disagreements, or saying things that just get heated up. So remember, try to calm yourself down, add water around, keep the water around you, keep the blessings around you. And I hope you find this useful. Again, I offer you to please subscribe, like, and share with others. Below has my information. Please just join it, especially the YouTube. Take a chance and sign up. I'm trying to do all these different things. I have podcasts, all these things. So just take a few minutes, sign up for all of it. It's all free. And I also have a CD. As part of the CD, there is one free meditation, so you can learn how to do your meditations, and it won't cost you nothing to listen to. When you sign up, you get a free that first one of the meditations. Okay, so thank you so much, and I talk to you soon.